Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the best cards you can buy that are not 100 overall cards or invincible cards here in NBA 2K25 My Team. So the best cards to get that aren't going to be basically unattainable, because obviously 100 overalls, they're all millions of MT, different varying amounts of millions depending on the card, but they're all pretty unattainable with the exception of maybe the worst ones. And at that point, you don't really want to buy the worst 100 overalls, you know what I mean? The ones that are actually somewhat attainable. And obviously the invincibles are totally unattainable. So we're going to do a video where we basically talk about the best cards you can buy, really good top tier cards, but not overly expensive ones. So this isn't a budget video, but this isn't the most expensive cards in the game either. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further adu, let's hop right into it. So we will start off at the point guard position. The best dark matter point guard in the game, in my personal opinion, is Dark Matter Manu Ginobili, who is really good and also very affordable. He's got a great jump shot, really nice movement. He's actually pretty good defensively. The fact that he's got as good of a defensive badges as he has is also really nice. Like Challenger, Pick Dodger Glove, a movable enforcer, and on-ball menace, all on Hall of Fame. Pretty much all the most important defensive Hall of Fame badges for a guard. He's 6'6". He's got, like I said, a money jumper, good movement, and good slashing. Just a really solid card. And I think the fact that he's as affordable as he is really nice. After that, the next best viable point guard is a card that came out the previous week. The next best non-100 overall anyway, and that is Stephon Castle, who is very good defensively. He's 6'7" at the point guard position, and he is just an elite defender in general. 97 block, or 97 steal, 96 perimeter, 89 interior. Has all the key defensive Hall of Fame badges you're looking for, and also is very good offensively too. He doesn't have as good a release as Manu, which I think is the main thing that makes me like Manu a little bit more. But Castle is an inch taller. He still has Pro 2 fade. He's still a very good defensive point guard, and I think he's an absolute stud in his own right. So those are the two best. The third best is a more debatable position. I feel like I think my third best non-100 overall point guard will be Shea. He's also a little more affordable than he used to be. This card's still really good. He's 6'6" point guard. He's good jump shot, good defender, versatile, well-rounded, got a little bit of shot creation, good finisher. I've always loved Shea's finishing this year. It's always been really nice, and I think he's a very solid card. So in my opinion, Shea is totally fine here at the shooting guard or at the point guard position. I don't think he's quite as good as Manu or Castle, but I certainly don't think he's bad at all either. So this feels like a very fair spot for Shea at number 3 at the point guard position. Moving on to shooting guard. Best dark matter shooting guard in the game is a no-brainer. It is obviously Torpedo Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi, to be fair, despite how good he is pretty expensive. I don't know how expensive he is exactly, but I know he's going for a pretty hefty amount because he really is the only truly uber elite. Hello? Okay, I was going to say, yeah, he's going for, that one's got 10 legends, but 600K with 45 minutes left. At the end of the day, he's expensive because he's the best by a decent chunk out of all the dark matter shooting guards. We haven't gotten another super duper crazy elite dark matter shooting guard, but I think Kawhi is your best option there. I mean, he's still really good, and jumper's awesome. I was blessed, or defensively he's amazing. He's got pretty good movement. I was blessed to get that card unsellable, and I definitely am happy to have him because he's an absolute beast. Dr. J, both his dark matter and his pink diamond is still really good, although maybe not the best of the best at this point in the year, but still very solid. Pink diamond is super affordable, plays exactly like the dark matter. It's also really easy to find the pink diamond with extra badges. Even for like a buyout, like this one's got 3 legends. This one's got 5 legend badges, 31 Hoffs for 100K. Like you can get even better bad deals than that as well. Like it's not hard to find a super badged up Dr. J to add to your lineup as well, which is super nice. And then another card who I think is really good, who I did a gameplay on earlier today, is this Gordon Hayward. Shocked how much I like him. He's right at 100,000 MT. He was a buyout when I did the gameplay, and I think he'll probably wind up being a buyout again relatively soon. But he's literally right at 100K. Like I think I paid 90 something K for him last night. You can get him right now for right at 100K. And he's just a jumper, super nice defensively. He's legitimately capable. He's very well rounded stat and badge wise. He's got all the key badges you're really looking for. He's actually got really nice dunk animations too, which was something that I was surprised about with this card. This card really surprised me. I was very impressed with him. I thought he was actually really good, and I think he is absolutely worth mentioning as another really good option at the shooting guard position. Who's also very nicely affordable, kind of like Manu at the point guard position, or Bargnani at the power forward or center. Gordon Hayward, super affordable, super good dark matter, definitely a great option to consider. Moving on to small forward. Best small forward in my opinion is pretty easily, just my opinion, dark matter Michael Beasley. I just love his shot creation, his sigs, his scoring. He is so elite offensively, and I mean, to be fair, my Beasley Beasley also has a bunch of extra legend badges like Post Edge, Deadeye, Limitless, Dimer, Handles for Days, Unblockable, Set Shot, Shifty, Lightning, Launch, On Ball, Menace, like the most important Hall of legend badges in the game. So that certainly helps My Beasley to play even better, but his jumper's incredible, his movement is extremely high level, and he's an elite level slasher as well, and he's also a very capable defender. Beasley is my favorite of the non-100 overall small forwards, 100%, but there are also a lot of other really good ones. Like, for example, Andrei Kirilenko, who came out in the... what set was Andrei Kirilenko in? Signature Series. Here we go. This card's amazing. He's affordable as well, and he's got an elite release. He's extremely good defensively. He's got legitimately solid movement as well. He's just an absolute stud. I think he's very good. And Andrei Kirilenko also, he's probably my second favorite personally, but I think he's extremely good as well. And then another really good card who just came out this past weekend is Luol Deng. And he's also super affordable. Very good, has legitimately solid movement, 6'9", very fast jump shot. His jumper was changed on this card. It's really good. Like, he is another extremely elite, well-rounded card who's got a nice release. He's a good slasher. He's got good sigs, and he's absolutely elite defensively in his own right. He and Andrei Kirilenko are both awesome cards. And that doesn't even mention guys like Tim Thomas from the Fan Favorites drop, who's absolutely awesome. Josh Smith, who came out, I believe, was he a torpedo card as well? He was a torpedo card. He's awesome. Obviously, all-star Giannis is still absolutely elite as well at the small forward position. There's a lot of really good small forwards that you can get at the Dark Matter tier that can compete against the best Dark Matter, or the best small forwards in the game, even like the highest overall Invincible /100 overall small forward options. And those are the guys that I personally would target. But to me, my favorites are Beasley, AK, and Luol Deng as of right now. Power forward position, again, very well rounded. There's a lot of power forwards and a lot of centers. So these are going to kind of overlap here for the most part, the power forwards and centers, because the same guys at both positions, or at both tiers, I should say. So my favorite Dark Matter big man is probably still Dark Matter Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm just combining power forwards and centers together because you're using the same cards at both. Kareem he's expensive, yes, but he's not unbelievably expensive. In fact, this one going with 22 legend badges for only 800K, it seems like that's actually a pretty good deal, to be totally honest. Like, I think you can get him relatively affordably. I mean, not insanely affordably, but for a decent-ish price, and he's an amazing card. 7'2", dominant defensively, like high 90, like I think he's at 96 speed. His jumper's super solid. Defensively, he's incredibly versatile. He's just such a good card. Can absolutely compete against the very best, most expensive big men in the game. He's absolutely elite. I think he is the best of the Dark Matter bigs, but there are a lot of other great Dark Matter bigs too. For example, Alex Sarr, who came out in this week's Pantheon drop. Card you can get for 300,000 MT or less. Really good card, great defensively, has a solid jump shot, 7'1". He is basically an exact clone as well to Dark Matter Chet Holmgren. They're both 7'1". They both have very nice player builds. They're both elite defenders. I got Chet unsellable. I love this Chet card. I play him at center. I think he's really good. I think he can play both positions at a very high level. I think he's an absolute stud, really good defensively, gets great defensive animations, solid jump shot, doesn't have insane off the dribble ability, but a very good card in his own right. Another really good card who came out recently is Andrea Bargnani from this Prime set, a card you can get for right at 100,000 MT. He's very affordable and he's very good. His jump shot is amazing. He doesn't have a ton of off the dribble ability, but he's got at least a little bit. He's defensively versatile and solid. He's a really good card as well. And that isn't to mention, again, all of the other Dark Matter bigs that are very solid. For example, I mean, Bol I probably wouldn't really recommend because I don't love his jumper, but he's a solid card. A lot of Dark Matters that we got in the past season, like for example, David Robinson, who's really good. It's a 96 speed, 7'1", solid jump shot, good movement, very athletic, very complete, really good card there. Joel Embiid from the Unlimited drop is, I think, a little bit slept on and still very good. He definitely can compete at a very high level. Really nice jump shot, another 7-footer. Even from season 4, Hakeem Olajuwon, I think he's even a little better than Joel. He's still really good. Also another amazing big man who can compete at an extremely high level. Like, there are so many high level Dark Matter bigs in my team. It really is almost a matter of opinion in terms of which ones you specifically want to target and use, because there are a lot of really good ones that can all compete at a very high level. And I think really if you have 2 or 3 of any of those guys on your team, you are absolutely set. Like, and also, of course, the man who I did overlook at the center position, who I think is a no-brainer. I do have to mention him as well. Victor Wembanyama. He is the second best sitter in the game behind 100 overall Yao Ming. Also, Zach Edey's really good, but he's not buyable, so he's not included in this. But I think Edey's better than I think Wemby's better than Edey anyway. And Wimby is the other one thing that's really nice about Wimby is almost every Wimby is going to be extremely super duper badged up. Like you see how badged all these Wimbys are. So if you buy a Wimby, you're going to get one that's extremely loaded with badges. Like my Wimby has 16 legend badges, including most of the most important ones: Rise Up, Break Starter, Post Lock, Glove, Box Up, Rebound Chaser, Removable Enforcer, Set Shot Specialist, Paint Patroller. Like really, really important key legend badges. And he is an absolute monster with an uncontestable jumper. Has to be mentioned as well at the center position, because I think he is probably the best hitter that you can buy right now in my team, period, outside of obviously 100 overall Yao Ming. So with that being said, that pretty much covers everything. Also, Pink Diamond Wimby, I didn't mention him, I guess, but he goes without saying. He's not as good as the Dark Matter, but he's still really good, especially if you get a fully badged one, which again, there are a lot of fully badged Wimbys on the auction house as well at the Pink Diamond tier. So definitely attainable there as well. But with that being said, hopefully this video helps y'all out in terms of best buyable cards you can get that aren't going to cost you 4 million MT, like Invincibles and 100 overalls. And hopefully this is a helpful video that helps y'all to build out your squad and figure out at what position the types of guys that you should be targeting to upgrade your team right now. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.